weeks. Charles, good to see you. And so, we've been talking more and more about this, that, let's say all of healthcare.gov got fixed, and it was running swimmingly, and everybody was getting signed up who thought they were signed up, which isn't the case right now. And we go to January, and everybody has coverage who thought they'd have coverage. When they actually go for care, more and more we're hearing from the doctors, they're just not going to get it. They're not going to get it the way they used to.
And a lot of them aren't going to get it at all. And in fact, if they get it, the insurers will have to pay for it without having any idea whether the person is insured. As we just heard from the doctor won't know. We have a system that is in totally uncharted waters. And the reason that we are here is because of the fundamental deception that underlay all of Obamacare. It wasn't just the promise, if you have your plan, you keep your plan, or have your doctor, you can keep it. The impression Obama gave with that, the basic promise was to the 80% of Americans who have health insurance, had it before Obamacare and liked it. What he was saying is, I've got a plan, but it's going to leave all of you unmolested. It's simply a way to humanely address the people who don't have health insurance. Americans are humane and generous, and a lot of them said, okay, let's try to do that. But actually, we are now learning that not only was it known, but it was intended that Obamacare would completely demolish the way that American medicine was run up until now. People would be driven out of their private plans. Next year, tens of millions are going to lose employer plans. If you want to keep a doctor, you can't. If you want to have a catastrophic plan, which for a lot of young and healthies will make sense, a low premium, you don't get any of the extra goodies, you're simply protected. If a bus hits you, you can't ever purchase that because Zeke Emanuel and his experts in Washington have decided that if you're a 26-year-old guy, you've got to have lactation services, which you don't really exactly need.
Right.
So the whole intention was to redo, essentially to nationalize the whole healthcare system, to put it under control of the government. And that's why we're getting this shocking realization that everything has changed starting on January 1.
What role do you think the president has actually played here? Because, some believe he orchestrated the whole thing because he wanted single payer. Others think he's clueless and just not paying close enough attention. And there are other theories beyond that. What do you think?
Well, the conspiracy theory that he intended a disaster, so we're going to have to end up with a Canadian system, I think, gives them too much credit. I do think the idea that he didn't know doesn't give him enough credit. The real answer is, of course he knew. He knew that you can't get Americans to accept a Canadian type system, so he was ready to settle for second best, which is a central Washington control of health care through the agency of supposedly independent insurance companies who, as we see today, are not independent at all. We had regulations issued a day ago by HHS which orders health insurance to reimburse patients starting on January 1, even if they don't have insurance.
Right.
So what he's done is to create a system controlled by the feds through the agency of the insurers, just like the governments control the utilities, and that's the nationalized medicine that we have today.
Charles, great to see you.